What's up, everybody? It's Nate, your vintage roller, and I'm coming to you today. It's been a good minute since I've actually tried to sit down and do a video and produce some content, and just so happens I've got a little bit of extra time today. My schedule's lined up to where I have free time to actually skate and try to do some fun stuff today and focus on some fundamentals and whatnot. But today's also a special day. It's a new skate day, but an old skate day, so it's a new old skate day today. As many of you guys know, I often peruse the fighting pits of the Facebook marketplace, if you will. I'm always in the depths of the marketplace trying to find something, see if I can find some vintage stuff, some old school stuff at a decent price, whatnot. And even though I still support the industry full-hearted by buying full-price skates and everything else like that, doesn't mean you can't dive into the treasure trove of Facebook Marketplace or Mercari or any of these other selling websites to find something that you wanted to skate, couldn't skate, finally had a chance to skate. And that's what I did. And I was able to go back to the year 2012 and find the K2 Varsities in black. So this skate's based out of 2011-2012 time frame. It features a flat setup of K2 wheels, which I'm going to leave stock simply because the frame's designed for 55mm. My company wheels, Murder Militia, are 59mm, so I'd actually have to mod out the sole plate here to be able to make that happen. And I don't feel like taking the Dremel and cutting out a big hole in the sole plate. I just want to skate some classic skates. Now, to go back into these skates a little bit, these skates are designed on various number levels. The Varsity is based around the style points, body style, and frame system, as well as the overall aesthetic look of it. From the cuff to how tall it is, the tongue, the lacing system is very reminiscent of the Style Points Bob, which many people know were famous in 99, 2000, simply because they were really good skates. And then Sean Roberson made them even more famous because he had like 30 different colorways in them. So they kept that same boot, just trying to change the aesthetic on the outside a little bit, so much to the point where that they created big wheels on the same platform. These are the Il Capos that are literally same boot, same setup, everything else like that, just a little bit of a different picture. So this skate here is very versatile because you can take this white sole plate off here and skate it as the way the old Bing Airs used to be, with just a plastic bottom, or you can skate it this way with a big thick sole plate on it. I'm going to skate it this way because I want to keep the boot a little bit nicer than what it could be. But these boots are also designed to be able to go back and forth between big wheel and aggressive, so they designed it to be lightweight, functional, and look pretty good. So I like the way this one looks. The H block's a little concerning because it is almost flat with the frame, so I'm literally going to have to try to work and figure out how to grind in this H block because I'm so used to ground control and Kaiser that actually have a big arc in it, an arch in it, because it's like designed around a rail. I'm actually going to have to work to break these skates in. And now I don't know how much I'm going to skate these overall in the grand scheme of things, simply because they are older, they are harder to find replacement parts for. I do know K2, if you reach out to K2 directly on Instagram, they'll give you the information to contact K2 in Seattle to be able to get replacement sole plates in the size that you need. But aside from that, I don't really want to tinker and mess with these too awful much because they are classics, and I just kind of want to skate some classics for a little bit. So I'm going to throw my P-rail out in the driveway. I'm going to skate my P-rail for a little bit. And see how these slide on galvanized, and then I might bring the box out a little bit and skate some PVC and some angle iron just to get a overall feel for this boot, because it has been a long time since I've skated a truly soft boot skate. This skate is a legitimate soft boot. It's very, very flexy, very soft. It's not like most carbons where you've got a carbon shell up halfway the side of the foot and then back here. This is a legitimate soft boot skate with a cuff on the outside to protect your ankles and give you the support that you need. So K2's been notorious for having the most stylish Royales because you can get super low on them, make them all flexy, and your top soles look good because they're super flexy. A lot of people haven't really liked K2 since the Nemesis Enemy, sorry, not Nemesis, but the Nemesis Pat Len and Eric Shrine models came out that looked like Jordans, the ones that you see up here in the corner. They said that they changed this boot right here. I've tinkered around with my El Capos. It feels so much like the South Point Bob. So I'm really thinking these are going to feel the same way. And be able to give me the flexibility that I haven't had in, oh man, over 20 years in a skate. And so let's see how I can do in these, see if I like them. I'm going to skate them bone stock. I'm not going to transition out the anti-rocker. I'm going to skate 4 down just because that's the way the skate came, and see what I can do with them. And we'll go from obstacle to obstacle and see what all I can do. And hopefully it's a good day of skating. So let's lace up and see what happens. What's up, y'all? I'm back with end of session 1 on the K2 Varsity circa 2011-2012, and I give this a 7 out of 10 presently, just after the first session. And yes, this just on my practice rail. 7 out of 10 simply because the frame is terrible. It's poorly designed. There's no groove to actually lock into. Granted, I understand K2's philosophy on this frame and the way they used to do their frames like this, simply because they wanted you to be able to grind and create your own groove, something that worked for you, that was your personal groove. Now, I'm okay with that if you would have actually beveled this a little bit more, but it's literally like grinding on the edge of a board. Like, it's terrible. And then also, they don't have the frame bolts protected, so constantly slowing you down because it's constantly grinding against what you're grinding on, whether it's PVC, galvanized, angle iron, concrete. These slew me down. Like, they slowed me down so bad that I fell on a mistrial and literally rode the rail on my chest. And not my favorite fall, not at all. Definitely knocked the wind out of me, but it's simply because there was no protection, and these gripped the rail and slowed me down and threw me forward. And momentum is always going to win no matter what you do, so I just kind of went with it and ate it, and that's how we are. Now, I am going to give these 2 more chances on stock frames to see if I like them or whatnot. The K2 wheels, you can't go wrong with the old school K2 wheels. Their profile is comfortable, they feel nice, they roll well. A lot of us grew up on K2s, so we know that face profile all too well. I don't like skating flat, so it's kind of throwing me off on my jumps and my landings, but overall, not something I can't overcome, so I'm definitely going to keep trying to push these out. Flexibility wise, this skate definitely 100% a 9 out of 10 on flexibility. The only skate that I would ever give a 10 on flexibility that I've skated was the King 55 after they were broke in, because they were cuffless, so it definitely made it a more flexible skate. Even as flexible as this is 9 out of 10. The Remz with the cuffs removed, you're completely free skating. There's no cuff, there's no strap, anything else like that, because you can skate that boot like that. Comes short to how flexible they are compared to this. I give the Remz HR 2.5s with completely cuffless and strapless. I'd probably give them 8.5 on the flexibility rating. This right here, stock, without having ever skated them before, is a 9. So I can't imagine what it's going to like to be able to skate these after I broke them in and see what their flexibility rating is then. But that's that. Not a long session. Got some stuff I got to go take care of. You know, dad life, family life, work life. So always going to take advantage of whatever I can do on skates. But I hope you guys get to skate when you can. I hope you get to skate how you can and just enjoy skating when you do get to skate. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I drop more content. I'm going to do my best to bring you guys more content a little more frequently. But that's all going to depend on work life and family life and what the company's doing. So until then, y'all, please take care. Please make sure that you're elevating yourself, elevating your friends. And as always, y'all, peace, love, and rollerblades. I'm out.